The bombshell has been dropped. The plan that Raila Odinga had all along in regards to the Kenyan politics and why he sought William Ruto's support for the AU seat chairmanship election. As we speak right now, a lot of fingers are being pointed, not only by ODM members of parliament, but also by the Kenya Kwanza government. As of this morning, one Oscar Sudi tried to sell a narrative to the people of the Republic of Kenya, claiming that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta sent out former Cabinet Secretary of Sports Amina Mohammed, who was also a candidate in the AU chairpersonship in the year 2017. They claimed that Amina Mohammed was used by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta to lobby people to lobby support for the Djibouti candidate and to make sure that Raila Odinga does not become the chairman of African Union. But right now, another bombshell has been dropped by one Maverick Aoko that contradicts everything that these members of parliament have been arguing and what they have been playing at. Allow me to read to you this tweet by one Maverick Aoko. She says, sasa vuteni viti, msikie story ya AUC. Haya, you see how initially ODM was claiming they have no pact with Ruto, and that Baba gave him experts because the country was burning. Rao sat with his circle and told them he has negotiated with Kasongo for position and AUC slot. Museveni brokered the deal. That is the president of Uganda, who yesterday refused to attend the AUC chairperson election and to offer his support to Raila Odinga. And he says, and Aoko continues by saying, but that he will resign as AUC chair after garnering networks and resources and vie against Ruto in 2027. Rao's biggest dream is and has always been State House. Haya, Judah says ndio hao kufikishia Ruto habari. Ruto pia sat with his circle down and decided they will pretend to support Rao but sabotage him on the vote. Ndio aonekane failure home and away who betrayed Genz, thus puncture his 2027 chances. Rao pia akasikia vile amepangiwa, told his host to now support Ruto for 2027 he has changed his mind. Sasa ata resign from AUC. Upon the hornbills like Wandai, Junet, and Wanga started shouting that Luos will support Ruto for 2027. Are we together hadi hapo? She says, bas, that's why ODM kuna msukosuko. Cause the likes of Orengo, Sifuna are asking akina Wanga, oya, so we decided huyu mtu we are vying against him in 2027. Why are you declaring support for him? Now Kalenjin Mafia are very unforgiving and cunning. While Baba changed his mind against 2027 ballot if he wins AUC, akina Farouk decided jia ni moja, pour money and resources and pretend to campaign for these old Luo wanka. Then angusha yeye kwa ballot. Kura ya Wajaluo isikushtue, hata Raila huwa awampi 90%. Kura utaiba through wa Somali and Ugandans through the borders. That's why Ruto's friend Museveni did not show up to vote. His representative had explicit instructions to vote Djibouti or abscond. That's how greedy conman got conned out of AUC seat. Angetulia wachane na Ruto, 2027 would have been his to take. He never learns. Sijawambia how Kalenjin Mafia are planning to sponsor Didi Nyoro against Matiang'i, Uhuru's candidate to ruin Mount Kenya bloc. Maneno ni mengi, masaa tutatafuta. When you hear this statement, you as a political analyst, me as a political analyst, and me as somebody that has been learning about the politics of the Republic of Kenya for a very long time, I really see sense in this. Raila Amolo Odinga has had the greatest chance in history to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. That is after the AUC, after the Gen Z demonstrations in the country. Remember, Raila Amolo Odinga trended where young Kenyans were saying, Agwambo, you have done this for us for a very long time. Now it's about time we do it for ourselves. We will call you when the time comes so that we will make you the president. Raila knew, his counterparts knew, that if there is a time that Raila would become the president of the Republic of Kenya, is now, and mostly 2027. But William Ruto had a counterplan. And the counterplan was to make Raila, to put Raila Amolo Odinga out of the Kenyan politics in a way that he will negotiate a deal with him, and this deal will taint the name of Raila Amolo Odinga. And the Gen Z who wanted to give Raila Amolo Odinga a chance as their president come the year 2027 will change their mind, because they will see Raila Amolo Odinga as a betrayer of the cause that they were fighting over. Are we together? So then William Ruto, realizing this, he said, what if I join hands with this man? He went to Museveni. Remember the deal that was brokered by Museveni, where Museveni even provided William Ruto with mercenaries to help keep the country intact during the Gen Z maandamanos. Remember, there were mercenaries that were brought in the country from Uganda. So when Museveni sat him down, he told him this is the way to go. Pretend to support this man, but sabotage him at the last minute so that he won't become the AU chair. If he loses the AU chair, he will be termed as a betrayer of the Gen Z, and no way he is going to win the AU. So when he comes back home, he will have to reason. He will have to think, what way will he take? Because he betrayed the young men and women of the Republic of Kenya who are fighting for equality, who are fighting for a better Kenya. These were his grandkids, but he betrayed them so that he could get the AUC seat. Are we together? Now, if it happens that way, Raila Amolo Odinga will have no plan to fall back to. And that is why, as of right now, ODM members of parliament have started a narrative, because they know that things are changing. They have started blaming and pointing fingers at one former president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and also claiming that no matter what, they will stand with William Ruto. What does Raila Amolo Odinga has to gain from supporting William Ruto at this moment? What I can say is that Ruto needs Raila Amolo Odinga more than he has ever needed anybody in his political career right now. If Raila Amolo Odinga goes back to his initial plan of vying against William Ruto, then William Ruto will be doomed. Remember, Ruto thought that if we sabotage this man, then things will be better for us. And that is why you saw that Museveni, who was the one that negotiated this deal, how could he really want Raila Amolo Odinga to be the chairman or the chairperson of AU, yet he did not show up during the final day of election. He did not show up to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. And even if Museveni showed up, for the time that Museveni has been the president of Uganda, he has created a network of connections with other presidents all over Africa, which means he would have influenced a few presidents to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga if he wanted to do so. But Museveni abstained from even attending the AUC meeting this week, which tells you that William Ruto and Museveni played a long con game on Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga, for the first time in his history as a politician of this republic, has been gullible to be played by these young men and women. Now, the ODM is preparing to come out with countermeasures. And that is why you have had a statement delivered by Junet Mohammed that Raila Amolo Odinga did not lose the AUC seat, but he abstained. How could you abstain at the 6th round, yet you were beaten in 4 rounds out of the 6? It's because Raila Amolo Odinga realized there is no chance for me in hell to win this seat. So the best I can do for me and for the people of the Republic of Kenya is to avoid the shame of going forward with this election and let me step out. Are we together? Right now, Raila Amolo Odinga has to go back to the drawing board. Should he continue working with William Ruto, or should he find another way to deal with the politics of the day? That is the question. And Raila will have no other option than to decide whether he wants what's best for Kenya or he wants what's best for himself. And what's best for Kenya right now is him campaigning against William Ruto. If he chooses to go the way he went last year during the 2024 Genz demonstration, then Raila Amolo Odinga will have betrayed himself and the cause that he believes in and that he has believed in for a very long time. Are we together? So, the drums of war are beating. According to the plan that they had, they sabotaged themselves. Raila was being sabotaged by Ruto. Raila plans to sabotage Ruto. All this is a very twisted circle of people that cannot be trusted. They are fighting against each other. The current news we have is that Ruto has a counter plan in place, and that counter plan involves implementation of the NADCO report to make Raila Amolo Odinga the Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. Raila has always dreamt of becoming the president, and that is why he has vied 5 times. So, this time round, will he also vie, or will he let his ambitions and dreams to become the president of the Republic of Kenya go? That's the question. Leave your comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. This is the Kenyan Daily Report. Murangil.